Hello, everybody, and welcome to the FMRA Grand Stock Series. I'm Lee Dark, and I'm joined today with CJ Hayes. You chilling with me all weekend, and then tomorrow, guys, me and CJ are going to host FMW at the Barclays Center. Make sure you guys check that out. It's going to be a great match. But tonight, that's not what's important. What's important is this race right here. We're getting close to the end of this season. I believe we're less than 10 races. I'll get you an exact number next race. I do know who the points leader is, though, and that is Bruno. Right now we're watching Aaron Aldridge because he was fastest in practice, CJ.
Absolutely. But somebody else I noticed that we need to watch out for is Ryan Chess. He's sitting in second place standings right now, creeping up on Bruno. Bruno needs at least a top 5 finish to hold on to his lead, but the way he's been racing these past few weeks, it's not looking as great as it should.
Well, qualifying is ended. It looks like the 18 of Austin Kiesler is going to come away with the pole, but this is going to be a long race. Well, not super long, but it's 100 laps here at the South Boston Speedway, and anything can happen. I'm going to go ahead and run the order as usual, and then we will get into the juicy stuff that CJ seems to be aware of. Let's go ahead and check it out here. We got the 18 of Austin Kiesler sitting on the pole. Next to him is the very first champion, 74 of Barry Sternparts Jr. Then we got the 710 of Chronix High next to the 001 of Mike Storm. Now we got the 59 of Christopher Rich next to the 00 of Billy Ray Dog. We got the 007 of Chris Chaos next to the 17 of Sophie Ray Dog. We got the 15 of Triple C next to the 43 of Blaze. We got the 60 of Summer Rain next to the 98 of Brad Miller. We got the 000 of Jackson Beauregard next to the 002 of Brandon Cook. We have the 7 of Christian Gunn next to the 93 of Chris Gamble. We got the 6 of Ryan Chess next to the 57 of Bruno, your points leader. We got the 8 of Brett Aldridge next to the 99 of Chris Michaels. Then we got the 56 of Mikey Henderson next to the 387 of Trey Fanta. We got the 420 of Zane High next to the 611 of Corey Gamble. We got the 65 of Taylor Berger next to the 97 of Jay Fatal. We got the 01 of Dylan Wagner next to the 21 of Joey Hayes. We got the 5 of Aaron Aldridge next to the 3 of Tyler Ferguson. We got the 69 of Joseph Robinson next to the 22 of Caden Gamble. We got the 88 of Brett Rainier next to the 27 of G.A.M.E. And that's going to bring up the rear, folks. We're going to get back up here. Austin Kiesler, I believe this is his first pole of the year, unless I'm mistaken on that. Congratulations to him. I know it's been a very rough season for the 18.
You guys are all lined up, ready to start.
Barry Sternparts won the first ever championship racing for Uto Racing, which is going to make its return next season. But not with Barry. Barry's still racing for his own team, Rad Roots Racing. And you got to wonder, CJ, is Rad Roots Racing finally turning its tide? You know, finally turning things around here. They had a pretty rough start. They have that 01 car. Rory Thompson was in the 1 car back when it was the 1 car and caused a lot of mayhem, but it was running up front. Dylan has took it over. He seems to be someone that comes up into the front of the pack later in the race, not so much there at the beginning. CJ, any comments?
Yeah, speaking on Dylan, he definitely shows his better driving towards the end of the race. Normally gets up towards the front of the pack. I do see Rad Roots Racing, as you said, making a turn. It was a rough start, as you did say, but recently his racing has been more superb than it was in the beginning, and let's just see how he does today and see how he finishes out the season.
And then Snap-on Racing selling out. A lot of the drivers have found new homes. I don't know if any of that's been announced yet, but what has been announced is Snap-on is going to go as a sponsorship. They're going to help Chris Chaos get his team, EKMS, up to the Grand Stock level. They're going to sponsor the car, and I believe Chris Chaos is going to change the number. He'll be fully in control. Snap-on will just be a sponsor.
Lee, has anybody signed Blaze?
Blaze is still here. He still has until the end of the season to come up with the money to continue. He's dumped some money into his car and his team. He's really hoping he can make up the difference. Basically, Blaze is gambling.
Well, let's see what he can do.
But if he does not turn things around by the end of this season, he's going to have to figure something out. Maybe go back down to the Dash Series and play around there until he can get a better setup. Sometimes these teams, they might jump the gun a little too soon of getting into, because it's a lot of money to get into the Grand Stock Series. I know it may not seem that way, but it is, and you can really screw yourself, or screw the pooch, so to speak, if you rush into it, CJ.
It all depends on how his strategy plays out. Let's work for him.
Right now, the 18 of Austin Kiesler is your leader next time around. This is a lot of cars for this track. I have a feeling we're about to see chaos in every form of the word.
Oof. Let's prepare for what I believe is going to be a caution-filled day. As you said, chaos in every way.
Green.
Here we go.
Green flag.
100 laps at South Boston Speedway, and Austin Kiesler already getting a little wobbly. Barry's sticking with him down the back straight, and here we go. Everybody's getting wobbly. There's Billy Raydog trying to make his way up.
Everybody's loose.
Billy's got Sophie with him. That team really have got things figured out, but that points deficit, I don't know where they're going to go with that, CJ.
They're taking the lead.
Very able to get out there pretty far in front of the 18. The 18's looking to switch up his line. That didn't work out for him. It's kind of falling back. Now there's Chronix High, who's made his way to third place. Let's take a look here a little bit further back. We got the 001 of Mike Storm, Christopher Rich to his outside, Billy Raydog, Chris Chaos, Sophie Raydog, and Triple C there as well, trying to figure things out. Chronix is now to the back of the 18.
Austin is looking for a bump or a boost. Oh, the Chronix going to the outside.
Chronix tries to cross him there, but the 18 just a little better on that outside line. But Chronix ships it up. Almost hits the 18, trying to overpower the corner, but does not come out on top there. The 74 all the while pulling away from these two as they're battling out for second place. Mike Storm's trying to pull away. Christopher Rich and no longer side by side as well. Billy Raydog and Chris Chaos right now, though, are side by side and they're battling out Sophie. I mean, if you're Billy Raydog and you're Sophie Raydog right now, you're probably minding all your P's and Q's.
Absolutely no room for error. I'm pretty sure they're aware their entire season may be on the line of any screw up.
Sophie's going to go high, not go with her dad here. Going to try to stick him 3 wide. That disrupts Chris Chaos. And Billy Raydog able to pull ahead for the moment, but Chris Chaos back to his outside. Triple C there in the rest in peace Big Ral car, the 15.
Chris Chaos is one amazing driver. It's going to be tough to back him down. I see him pulling away, just like I said, because of his time.
Chris Chaos, I think, decided that he no longer wanted to be around Raydog Racing and is now pulled away from them. Billy and Sophie here in the 00 and the 17. Just working in a race, and Blaze in the 43 here is now up to 9th place. We're 14 laps in. We already got cars on pit road. Caden Gamble 4 laps down. JMR 4 laps down. No idea what happened there, Josh.
Must be having car issues.
Barry's still pulling away. The 18 in second. Chronics High third. Mike Storm in the 001 in fourth. And then Chris Rich going to round out top 5. And we got to talk about Rich Money Racing for a second. They're the only team that Ferrari is a part of. And they were struggling at the beginning of the season, but that makes sense for them. There's no data to go with for Ferrari, right? So they they kind of had to really learn this season about, you know, their cars, their parts. They're some of the newest manufacturers to be a part of any racing series in the FMRA. So there was a lot of testing that had to be done. And they finally got stuff figured out. Michaels goes low there, getting out of the way.
You know, speaking on Rich Money Racing, I mean, I really feel they figured out something to work for them. You know, Bruno came and took the lead and is, you know, managing to hold on to it for now. If he can perform well enough, I believe he can hold on to it. Let's see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're 21 laps in. I'm seeing some cars going on and off pit road. I don't know if somebody had an accident, what exactly happened there. But Barry's still in the lead. The 18 starting to catch up to the 74 here. The 710 of Chronics High in third. Mike Storm fourth, but Christopher Rich, as this race progresses here, he's starting to move forward. And this is what I would be worried about if I was Mike Storm. I'm going to want to try to slow down that 59 as much as possible, CJ.
Christopher Rich trying to catch Mike Storm right now. Mike Storm taking the inside. There's a pretty good gap between them right now, but the way Christopher Rich has been racing today, Mike Storm needs to come up with a better solution or he will call.
I mean, you see that gap just shrink as Mike Storm kind of bobbing there. Rich is not having that same issue. The 99 holding in. We're starting to catch up to the back of the pack, and this is where things are going to really shift. Once the 74 has to get in to these crowds, the 18 starting to get up to the 74. We're going to keep an eye on the leader for the moment.
Yeah, the racing is going to get tight once he gets towards the back of the pack. And like you said, trying to maneuver around those who aren't fast enough. 74 trying to maneuver around Joey Hayes in the 21.
U.S. Air Force came onto the 21. They did have the Jordan sponsorship. I don't know if they lost the Jordan sponsorship or if they've just made another deal with another sponsorship. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. The 18's starting to get really close to the back of that 74. Barry's going to have to figure something out here.
Austin tried to go high and got a little loose. And now he's falling back some.
Let's take a look ahead a little bit. Looks like Joseph Robinson, who I believe Joseph started 31st. He's now up to, he's falling back to 30th. Right, so he's about where he started. Tyler Ferguson as well. Ferguson Motorsports has had a rough go at it this year. Seems like a lot of Chevys have really had a tough time this season. Barry right here trying to work through this pack. He's got Austin Kiesler with him. Oh, the 21 gets into the 18, or maybe the 18 got into the 21 there. Austin able to get out of the way. This is going to stay green. The 74 now has nobody to worry about.
Oh, man.
What a tough day for the 18 who started on the pole, was holding up towards the front. It was starting to look like a great run for him, but not able.
Are you able to check on Kiesler?
I'm not, no. He's already a lap down. They had to pull it back to the garage. Must have broke something. Hopefully we hear more soon, but right now my eye is on the leader, who the closest person to him is Chronix High in second, who's stuck behind Joey Hayes and Joseph Robinson. So right now, tough break here. Oh, Joey goes way too high, gets up in those marbles. Joseph kind of, I think, anticipated it. He backed way off there. Joey's trying to get around the 74.
The 74 trying to get around Tyler.
This is a tough situation for these leaders. Ooh, almost across the back bumper, Joey Hayes to the 74 of Barry. You can't really blame Joey Hayes. Well, you can blame him if he tries to wreck on purpose, but for driving rough here, I mean, he has a chance to get back on the lead lap, CJ.
Joey is definitely trying his hardest. He's trying to go high, he's trying to go in. He's making every attempt to get back on the lead lap.
Barry puts another car a lap down, the 88. 99's going to come off of pit road and enter the mix here. These are the situations that short tracks bring, just having to run back through the pack that you're already in front of and hoping that you can find the right hole and take it at these small tracks, CJ.
But the type of position that Barry's in, if he just maneuvers and drives with caution, he'll be able to pull away. He doesn't have anybody to really worry about at this point.
Ooh, Barry gets up into the marbles, kind of slips. Chronix High now The next legal car is right there. He goes low. Cronk's High went low. Cronk's High and Barry now battling for the lead.
Oh, Connors has snuck up in there.
Barry has a problem to his inside, and that is the 710 Pontiac. Chronix High seems to do really good at these short tracks. We're 50 laps in, halfway, CJ.
Connors High is putting pressure on Barry right now.
Oh, big bobble by the 74. I see cars on pit road. It's so hard to pull away from the action. The 710 had to go to pit road. We might be seeing pit stops.
Barry's going to have to pit at some point.
Bunch of cars to pit road. Barry goes. Rich is going to take the lead.
But Rich hasn't hit pit road yet either, so at some point he's going to have to.
Unless he's already went, I'm not sure.
I believe he's been out on the track the entire time, Lee.
We'll see what happens. He's going now.
There we go.
Right now, who is going to come off as your leader? Barry passes Rich. Barry is your leader.
Barry pitted at the perfect time.
Chronix High fell back to 7th place during that, but let's see who's in second. I think is it Christopher Rich in second? Looks like Christopher Rich able to come back out in second place. Now it's just a run. Everyone pitted about the halfway mark, CJ. So, I mean, they should be able to make it. Right now, Barry is your leader. Christopher Rich, 1.3 behind. He's starting to catch. But does he have enough time? We're 62 laps into this 100-lap race. Anything could happen. We've not seen a caution flag yet, which is surprising.
Very.
Caden Gamble must have had something really bad happen. He's 53 laps down now.
Must be having engine problems. Blew a head gasket or something.
Bruno right now back in 20th place. This
That
could
is not going to be a good enough finish.
this could be a heck of a jump for some of these drivers in points. Barry being one if he could win this race. Dylan back here, he's one lap down, trying to stay ahead of second place car, Christopher Rich. Christopher Rich is out here.
Yellow,
Sorry.
yellow.
Oh, yellow flag.
Where we got caution?
Good question. Joseph Robinson. Oh. Oh.
That was nasty.
Oh, Joseph Robinson gets into Chronix High. Let's try to get another angle for you guys there on that one. I think we're going to need one more angle there.
I think Carnage came down and got into Joseph at the same time as he was trying to move up.
Yeah, that was a heck of a situation, which brings out the caution. 72 laps in. And I just don't know. I don't know, CJ. I would have said this was Barry's race, but now you're putting Christopher Rich side by side. It's really going to just come down to manufacturers and cars here at the last 30-ish laps of this race.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. Gotta love a caution.
Green flag.
Here we go. Barry gets a good jump. Looks like Rich. Oh. Man, this is crazy. Barry trying to hold on to this lead. Rich gets run high. He's in the marbles. Kind of shakes him. Mike Storm trying to make his presence known here as well. Oh, big jump out of Rich. Rich to the side. Rich is in the lead for the moment. Side by side, Barry Sternparts Jr., Christopher Rich. Into the corner, Rich loses it.
It's an amazing race, y'all.
Rich has this back straight. He's in the lead.
Rich is taking it.
Oh,
Barry's taking it back.
Rich has the lead.
Barry has it back. Rich has it.
Oh, man.
Storm giving Barry a push.
Rich is trying everything he can to pass Barry here. Barry just able to hold on to that inside line, keep Rich to the top as much as possible, which is keeping him in the lead for the moment. Mike Storm's the only one that could ruin Barry's day. Rich gets to the lead, the outside rushes up. Washes up.
Oh,
He's back in the lead to the line. That's Rich in the lead there.
this is tighter than a necktie.
Rich trying to pass. Barry able to get the distance back in the corner, but that 59 Ferrari is starting to pull away. Rich trying to force him down low, which is going to give him a moment of speed. Can he clear him? Oh, man! Rich has it!
Oh, Rich got it.
Oh, they touch! Rich has the lead. He's clear. Christopher Rich is pulling away. Now that was racing.
Get up like Barry.
Caution, caution.
Caution flag!
Talk to me, good. What do you got?
That is not what Rich wanted to see.
Oh!
Oh my Lord.
Oh, butties. So was
Are y'all trying to? They were trying to play choo-choo train.
Oh, it was the 7. Christian Gunn there. And looks like Corey Gamble was involved as well. Really good fight in here. Oh, tires touched.
He turned into Christian Gunn.
Let's take another look at Jay Fatal there.
He turned right into Christian Gunn.
So Gamble got a little wobbly. Their tires touched. Sent Jay Fatal down into Christian Gunn there. Was kind of nowhere he could go. Christian Gunn ends up causing
After they bumped tires, he lost control. Oof.
big pile up. I mean, look at that huge pile up there. Christopher Rich now has the lead. We're stacked back up. Barry has the outside this time. We are about to be at 10 laps left. Triple C somehow still up here. Someone write that down. And here we go.
Triple C performing exceptionally well today.
Mike Storm got real wobbly. Now, Rich had a hard time off start. It took him about 2 laps to get that car running how he wanted, but he was on the outside line. Barry's got an exceptionally good car. It doesn't seem to matter where Barry starts here. And look at him just pull right ahead of Christopher Rich. Rich gets way loose. And Barry is now your leader once again. 92 laps into this 100-lap race, CJ.
Barry has had an exceptional car today, and from that takeoff right there after that caution, he proved it. Christopher Rich needs to put the pedal to the metal if he wants to catch.
Now, he might have used up that car trying to pass on the last restart because he's starting to fade away, and I just don't think Rich has anything for him. Five laps to go.
At this point, it looks like Barry's going to be pretty set. Yeah, like you said, Christopher Rich put all the power he could earlier on in the race, and he's fading away now.
Three laps left. Barry is your leader. Rich is in second. Mike Storm third. Chris Chaos in fourth, and Brett Aldridge right now in fifth. Barry is trying his best to stay in front of that Ferrari, which is fading slowly here as he's going to come around. White flag. Next time by Barry Stern Parts Jr., showing everybody how he won that championship. The first time Rad Roots Racing has finally put something together as he's cooked the white flag, and here we go. One lap left. Or I guess the last lap, whatever. We're on the last lap. White flag in the air. Checkered flag this time by Barry Stern Parts Jr. Wins it.
With the win.
South Boston Speedway. Let me go ahead and run the order for you. Barry finishes first. Christopher Rich second. Mike Storm third. Chris Chaos is in fourth. Brett Aldridge fifth. Triple C sixth. Sophie Raydog seventh. Billy Raydog eighth. Brian Chess ninth. Mikey Henderson 10th. Trey Fanta 11th. Summer Rain 12th. Brad Miller 13th. Jay Fatal 14th. Jackson Beauregard 15th. Do you want to know where your driver ended up? Go ahead, pause, and read the screen, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.